Now I'm going to talk to the children. I wonder if any of you recognise who those are. Taken almost 31 years ago on our wedding day, Pam and I. And I wanted to talk today about marriage. Now, in previous months, I've talked about home. And I've shown you around my home. But the thing is, a home is not a home, it's only a house until someone lives in it. And where do people come from who live in it? Well, it begins with a marriage. It begins with a marriage. I don't have a great deal that I want to say about it, other than that the idea of marriage, we find it throughout the Bible in many different places. And we're going to read one and we'll look at one today. But there are two things I want you to remember about marriage in the Bible. And it's the symbolism of marriage. Okay, so the first one is that the marriage of a man and a woman represents what goes on within us, within our spiritual life. We form within our own hearts and minds a marriage, and it is the marriage between our heart and our mind, between what we call the will and the understanding, between our loves and affections and what we know and what we learn. And this is the progress of our spiritual growth, is this union that takes place over the course of our lifetime. And that happens within the lives of every single one of us. That union can occur. So that's the first thing, the first symbolism of marriage. The second symbolism of marriage, and it's very clear in the Bible as we read it, that the idea of a marriage represents our union with the Lord, our relationship with God. It's very, very clearly presented in the Bible. As I say, we're going to read one later on from a talk about the prophecy of Hosea. But we also have things like right at the end of the Bible, there's that lovely vision of the New Jerusalem, and it's said to be adorned as a bride for her husband. It's a vision of what we call the church, God's people, and their ready union with the Lord. So that's what I want you to remember and hold on to today as we think about marriage, because that's what it encapsulates for us in the Bible. And of course, remember, none of us exist without a marriage that came before. So we all have mums and dads that have given birth to us.